Hey guys, welcome to my Thanksgiving day of prep, cooking day, whatever you would call it. Oh, my tree is set to the changing color setting. Obviously I'm filming this after Thanksgiving because we don't put up our tree until then. But I just wanted to jump right in and explain that I'm going to start this video with my Walmart haul that I got in the week prior to Thanksgiving. So I'll jump in, throw that in right now, and then get back to when I do my official grocery haul for Thanksgiving. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyways, here we go with my first Walmart haul with some non-perishable stuff. The food stuff that I got from Walmart, nothing perishable, and just stuff that I knew we need. Like I'd never have corn syrup and stuff like that. So yeah, and honestly, I just went down the aisles and grabbed the things that stood out that like I said, I absolutely knew we needed and knew wouldn't go bad. So pecans, this is 2 pounds. But now that I'm thinking about it, I need some more for the Brussels sprouts. But I'm thinking maybe I'll do walnuts to switch it up. I don't know, but I can go get a little more. Corn syrup, light corn syrup for the pecan bars. Butter, I have a good amount actually, but I'm sure I'll need more. Oops. Well, I think everything I have in my fridge is unsalted, which I prefer to cook with because then you can control your salt, and most baking dishes want unsalted. So we'll save this for on the dinner table if people want it, or if any recipe actually wants that. So I got a big thing of Cool Whip. I love Cool Whip. I don't like whipped cream. 2 things of Diet Pepsi. Broccoli cuts for the broccoli casserole. I got Ritz crackers for the broccoli casserole on top. So these are my main appetizers that my mom always has, and I'm a big olive lover, so this is like my thing. Sorry, the lighting's really yellow in here. It's the lamp. I should probably change that eventually. I love black, but I've started to love green olives now. We always have these little pickles. I got 2 cans of each just in case. I knew I was almost out of brown sugar, and I know I at least need them for the pecan bars, and I don't know, you always need them around the holidays. I got 1 packet of brown gravy because, I don't know, I'm like, the gravy is the only thing that's really new to me, and I get a little nervous because it's the thing you're doing at the last minute when so many other things are going on. So I just got this if we needed a little help, or just if we needed a little bit extra, I don't know, just in case. I got some coffee because at the end of the night, I'll probably give them some coffee. And we're not huge coffee drinkers, so we have some, but I want to get this kind. I don't know. I got 2 things of the French's of crispy fried onions. I think I went and got too much for the green bean casserole. Like, I think I'll need, I don't know, but basically I got 3 cans of green beans, 2 cans of cream of mushroom. But the reason I got 2 of these is because we always want more than just 1. That's like my family's favorite part. My husband like literally is like, why aren't there more on top? So I got 2. I got Velveeta because that is one type of cheese that goes in the mac and cheese. And this will not go bad between now and then. And then I got a 2-pound box of Elbow macaroni noodles. I wasn't sure exactly how much I needed, but this will get used, obviously, if I don't use it all on Thanksgiving. So yeah, that's all for the food that I got so far. I'll show you guys the rest of what I get for my grocery haul, including like all the produce and such later. Here in our freezer is also our turkey. It is 13.6 pounds. We will take this out 3 to 4 days before because I am going to brine it for 24 hours as well. So yeah, I already got that. My grocery store gave it to us for free because you could exchange your like points that we earn there for a turkey. So that should be more than enough for the number of people that we have. We won't have an insane amount of leftovers, but I'm sure we will have some left over. So. All right, I am gonna talk as little as possible because I look horrendous. It is Monday morning and I am going to head into Giant and get the remaining stuff on my list. I am kind of rewriting my list in the parking lot, putting it on my phone because I kind of just prefer it that way. So yeah, I will show you guys the rest of the groceries that I get. The turkey, according to my list right here, the turkey is already out, and this weekend I did a lot of deep cleaning. I do have a few things I want to finish though today, so that by Wednesday it'll just be like a light cleanup that I have to do. I hope that's the plan, right? So basically today is just finish cleaning day and grocery day. So I will show you the groceries when I get home. All right, we are back with all of my groceries. They're kind of a mess and not that great of an order, but we will figure it out. So first, I changed a little bit of our drinks up a little bit. My mom is bringing iced tea. We decided to forego punch because I don't have a punch bowl and we're simplifying. She's bringing iced tea. I got apple cider. One is for the brine, I believe, and one I'm gonna drink. My kids are really liking that. Like I said, I have Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi, I forget. And I've been liking Canada Dry, especially with like morning sickness and stuff. Yeah, so, you know, another soda option. I think this is for the brine as well, the orange juice. Honestly, some of the stuff on my list, I kind of would forget like what's for what, but I trusted that I was organized and wrote down everything I needed, you know. So those are our drinks. I got chicken broth. I need it for one thing, but I got two because I feel like I could need it for more things and you can always save them. 3 oranges, we'll use the peels for the brine, and we've been loving oranges, so we'll eat the rest. Heavy cream. We needed cottage cheese for the interesting mac and cheese recipe I'm trying, and shredded cheddar. I got a huge bag. Honestly, I should have gotten a block to grate myself, but I kept debating it. I was like, let's just take the easier route. I got 4 packs of butter, unsalted. If you saw my last haul, I got salted by accident, which I don't prefer. But yeah, I needed at least 4 whole packs, and that's considering I already have some salted and unsalted in the fridge. I got 1 more pack of black olives because honestly, while I'm cooking, I'll probably eat an entire can because I love black olives. I needed sour cream. That is for the Duchess potatoes, I believe. These pears are actually just for us to eat this week. Sorry, I just dropped my pears. I've got more boxes in the corner. Please ignore. Once again, these are different from last week, and they are, you know, we've been unpacking even more and ordering more stuff because that's what we do in our new house. All right, so some spices that I did need is sage and poultry seasoning, some kosher salt. I wanted ground black pepper for the salt and pepper shakers that I'm gonna be using. Yep, that's it. The fresh herbs I got are chives for the Duchess potatoes, rosemary, and bay leaves. I usually get dry bay leaves, but I just grabbed those. I got regular table salt. We could be close to using ours up by the end of this Thanksgiving. So if we don't need it for Thanksgiving, we'll need it after. I got a big bag of potatoes. I'll probably use half, and my husband needs some for his meal prep for those normal meals. So yeah. I got a cream of mushroom and a cream of chicken. I'm thinking of using 1 can of cream of chicken to lighten the mushroom taste in the green bean casserole to see if my son will then eat it. But I need this for something else. Jeez, what the heck? I don't know, I need another can. And I feel like you can't go wrong with having a few extra cans of cream of whatever you like on Thanksgiving. Honey for the brie. I got 2 packs of the Sister Schubert's Parker House rolls. These need to go in the freezer pretty quick. Actually, I'm gonna go put them in right now. I really, really like these. I don't know if I'm gonna cook 1 or 2. If they eat them all up, I'll throw another one in the air fryer real quick. Let me go put these away. I'll put these away too. This is the frozen puff pastry sheets for the baked brie. All right, onto some produce. We got 2 bags of cranberries. I needed some garlic. I was out, and I know I'll need probably a few bulbs actually for Thanksgiving. Some celery, all they had left was dark brown sugar, which is fine. I have a decent amount of light brown sugar. I actually might not even need this, but dark is fine too. More yellow onions than I need, but I just grabbed a whole bag. This bacon for my Brussels sprouts. I actually got decaf coffee because I think my mom and maybe my grandma, but definitely my mom will want decaf after dinner. My dad will be driving home after, so he won't have decaf. But like I said, we never have coffee in the house. I go out and get Starbucks, if anything. So I need to buy some, along with some creamer. I think my parents will not like the sweet pumpkin pie spice, but maybe my grandma, I don't know, or my husband. Some flour. I don't know, once again, if I'll run out, but if I might be close to at least using up all my flour, so I wanted to get a little more. I got, okay, this asparagus is for, got mixed in too. That's for dinner one night this week. I got Brussels sprouts, and I took the easy route by getting ones that I already have, so I won't have to do that. I just needed a few carrots to go in with our turkey. I'm gonna put them on top, underneath our turkey. A brie. I went ahead and got a big old size brie because I know the little one just didn't seem like enough for us. I got a little more pecans. I needed just a little more. I got 2 things of cranberries. I think 1 would probably be enough, but there was a deal for getting 2. I got 2 more bags of stuffing. This one is unseasoned, this one's seasoned, and I already have 1 bag of seasoned. And I just decided to maybe, I don't know, I might mix them, so I don't know. But I could use 2 to 3 bags, I'm not sure, so I went ahead with 3. I got some fancy crackers. I did need just oils because I was running low, so vegetable oil and olive oil to cook with. I got parchment paper because I wanted it. Do I need it? I don't know. Hey. Okay. Did you eat, David? Mm-hmm. Okay. I got this for the kids' table decoration. Honestly, I think it's something you eat, but you know, I have been having a hard time. Everything's Christmas decoration now, and I wanted 1 more little decoration for their table. I wanted another sponge because I knew my family would be helping to clean up, and my sponges were just getting bad. I needed to replace it. And then finally, I needed a few more kitchen items. Actually, I don't know if I needed all of these, but I wanted these 2. I felt like I could use another spatula and just mixing spoon. I've been needing one of these for so long for various things that come up, but it's not something you need all that often, so I always forget. David, I needed a baster because I rarely ever cook large birds like this, so I need that, and a thermometer because I threw my last one away. It got bent, and I went ahead and got the digital one. I don't know, hopefully it works well. And that's it. It is Tuesday. I'm picking my son up from preschool, but there's quite a few people out there by the door, so I'm gonna wait a minute. You know, COVID. I'm trying to calm down and relax because honestly we're in pretty good shape. I'm just like kind of obsessive about this. So yeah, just a couple more things to do with cleaning. It kind of sucks because this pregnancy I am far more tired, and it hasn't gone away. Usually it's just at the beginning, but I'm well into my 2nd trimester. I'm still just as exhausted, and I'm also in much more physical pain than I have been in any other of my pregnancies. So I hit a wall sometimes, but we're doing good. The only thing that I need to do tonight really is wash my serving dishes, and I do need my husband to, I don't know, I'm giving him this job because he can take a job, to get something. I don't think we can fit a bucket in our freezer. I don't think we need a full bucket, but get something to put the turkey into the brine because the turkey has to be brined early tomorrow morning. So I decided to get myself a coffee because so I can power through it tonight and finish everything I want to do. So I'll see you guys in a little bit when I'm cleaning my serving dishes and getting those all organized. Exciting stuff happening here. All right, guys, I've got all my serving dishes out, at least most of them, and like baking dishes over there. And I wrote down the different things because I wanted to place them on it because visually doing things like that helps me. And then I'm gonna wash them because if you can't tell, some of them are really dirty. Morning, it's Wednesday, which means cooking day, and I'm really excited to finally cook. Those are my least favorite part. David's making the kids breakfast. I'm starting cooking. I have to get my butter to room temperature for the pecan pie bar. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna make my cranberry sauce. I was trying to say this until I was rudely interrupted. I'm excited to start cooking it and be mostly done with cleaning. I hate cleaning, I love cooking. I've got 2 cups of orange juice, and I'm gonna get 2 cups of white sugar and dissolve that in, then pour in the cranberries. It's a basic recipe. A little more. I'm going to do a mix of, maybe a tiny bit more, because the one was a little lacking. I'm gonna do a mix of, wait a second. Okay, like I was saying, I'm gonna do a mix of voiceovers and talking, whatever seems easiest at the time. If I'm too busy, I might just have my husband record a few clips and I'll talk over them in a voiceover. Whatever's easiest, I don't know. So, cranberries are pretty basic. I'm not sure why I'm showing you all this. We need 4 ounces of cranberries. And I'm gonna cook it in here for about 10 minutes until they start to pop. And I'm gonna stop using a whisk. All right, that is it. They're pretty popped. I probably could have stopped it like a minute early. But it'll be good. I'm gonna let it cool. I'm gonna sit it here for right now. It's off the hot burner for a minute, and then pour it into a dish and let it cool and thicken up. I'm kind of lacking on medium-sized bowls, and this is a pie dish that I think is really pretty from Home Goods that I have no other use for, so it's like barely fits, but it'll solidify. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I probably could use a couple like medium-ish size bowls, but I'm gonna make do with what I have because I have more than enough, really. I just have a few too many like flat trays that I can't really make use of. I just went and picked up my flowers. I really like them. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna put some pumpkins, like, I don't know, I kind of like it how it is. I just kind of moved them to the side and then put it in the middle, and I kind of like it. So there are just a couple pops of blue. There's that over there. I think it's really pretty. I wanted it oblong and low, and I still have to put my candles in there somewhere and the rest of the decorations. It's not focusing very well. Wow. Yeah, this is really pretty. They're from the florist up the street from us. Now I am getting to work on my pecan pie bars, which turned out really, really good. But I started off trying to get away with using just my hand mixer, and that really didn't work out. So you'll see I end up switching to my KitchenAid, which I rarely use, and I actually hadn't gotten out of the box yet in our new house, but now it has a permanent place on our kitchen counter, so I'll need to use that more. But right now I'm just combining the room temperature butter and sugar, and then you know, going from there. As you can see here, I'm struggling, and then I switch over to the KitchenAid. The dough turned out super good. It's like a shortbread, which shortbread cookies are actually my favorite because they're not too sweet, and you really don't want anything too sweet with the pecan like topping that's super sweet. So I think it was a perfect mix. I'm going to link the recipe down below so you can check it out, but I definitely do recommend this one. So here they are. The recipe was for like a huge pan, so I may put it in 2, and I have to press it out now. All right, I've got butter in here, light corn syrup, and brown sugar. Once the butter's melted, I will turn up the heat a little bit. It's on low heat right now, and bring it to a light boil for a few minutes, then turn that off. Put in the cream, heavy cream, and the pecans, mix it up, and then I'll put it on top of the crust, which is in here cooking. All right, the pecan pie bars are out of the oven. I probably won't actually cut them until tomorrow, although I will try to get them out of this dish and let them cool in the fridge. And then after they're cool, if I need space in the fridge, I'll just wrap them up and leave them out and then cut them tomorrow. All right, so here we are getting to work on the brine. I'm not going to talk you through all the steps because you can really see what I'm doing. And I think it's a pretty basic brine. This one comes from Reed Drummond, and I would actually use it again. So I do recommend this as well. All right, moving on, I'm now working on my broccoli casserole, which is a classic must-have from my husband's family. This recipe comes from Paula Deen, and first I'm making up the topping, which is really just crushing up Ritz crackers. And this is definitely something you want to do ahead of time just because you can get crumbs all over the kitchen, and that's not really something you need right at the last minute. You can also mix everything ahead of time, all the broccoli and all of the ingredients, the mayo and all of that, but I would save this topping until right before you actually put it in the oven to bake on the day of. And of course, I will link this recipe down below so you can see all of the details there. But it's just your basic casserole where you're mixing together a bunch of ingredients. You guys get the gist. It's really yummy though. If you guys want to try it, I definitely recommend. I didn't have it my whole life till I met my husband, and now I'm coming around to it as a go-to on Thanksgiving. I have the last two things in the works. I am peeling potatoes for the Duchess potatoes and boiling water for the mac and cheese. And the Brussels sprouts, I forgot I already bought them like chopped, so I'm not gonna roast them until tomorrow, the stuffing tomorrow, and yeah, this is the last thing I'm prepping tonight. So you boil it with an entire bulb of garlic peeled. Whew, sorry about the steam. And I'm going to let these cook until they're soft. And right now I'm going to tackle the mac and cheese, and then I'll get back to the potatoes. All right, guys, we are making a roux. I melted 4 tablespoons of butter. I've got a 1/4 cup of flour. I'm going to grab my whisk this around. It's on, let me turn it even lower. It's on pretty dang low heat because you don't want to burn it. And then this has you add a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of sugar too. And then I will keep stirring and cook off the flour for like a few minutes and then add in my liquids. I think that's thick enough. And in goes the Velveeta. I rarely ever use Velveeta. It's not my absolute favorite. I'm going to switch from a whisk now back to this and let this melt, then stir in the sour cream and cottage cheese. So it looks like a really good cheese sauce right now. I just added in the sour cream. I'm interested to see what the cottage cheese makes it look like. I've heard you really can't like notice it in the end result, but it adds a really cool flavor. The secret ingredient. Me and my husband love this, but I'm not gonna tell my kids it's in it. There we go. I'm gonna put it in a baking dish and top with more with cheddar. So the verdict on this is, my husband liked it, one of my sons liked it, but I just really do not prefer Velveeta. I would redo pretty much exactly this sauce, except use just shredded cheddar cheese instead of Velveeta. Otherwise, I think it was good. Then finally, the Duchess potatoes. They are certainly not the prettiest. I probably should have gotten an actual piping bag. The Ziploc bag didn't really work, but honestly, these were my absolute favorite thing I made. I didn't show you me making the whole mixture because it was really late and I was so tired and I was like, I don't care how they look, I'm done. But honestly, it turned out really, really like delicious. It was so good. Try this recipe. Who cares how it looks? Everyone seemed to really like it. Nobody missed mashed potatoes, so definitely check out that recipe below. Then here we've got our kids making their Thanksgiving table runner. They were just helping me color it, and then I had to fold the napkins. I googled how to do this because I mentioned in my last video I really wasn't sure how to put these into the napkin rings. It really wasn't that hard. It took a few minutes, but yeah, I think they looked nice in the end. So I'm going to move on to decorating our table and setting that up, but please excuse my appearance during all of this. I'm wearing like a huge shirt and pajama pants. I am super tired at this point and achy and yeah, need to go to bed, but please ignore that. Anyways, yeah, I think it turned out really good. I'll show you the final result. So you saw the kids' table. Obviously this tablecloth is much too big, but we're not even sure that they'll eat there. We think they're gonna eat with us, but they might have appetizers or sit here and just entertain themselves. Yeah?
I got this yummy drink.
A yummy drink? Can I taste it?
Yeah, it's colorful.
Colorful? What color?
Green.
Green. Okay, can you not play with the knife, sweetie?
I'm thirsting something in here.
Okay, let's put the knife down though. I think it looks pretty cute though.
Yeah.
Don't mess it up.
This is the decorations that I saw our stuff made. And this is when we did with this.
Yeah.
And I did
are.
And not another test. We want another paper test.
The paper one, not the other one.
And everyone have to sit with us and I will say, hey, that's mine.
Oh, he's going to show them his dance tomorrow. That's it, guys. I think it looks pretty cute. See you soon.
I love you.
Oh, are you talking to Grandma and Granddad?
No, talking to them.
Talking to them?
And I say they.
To Tim?
Yeah.
That's your granddad. All right, it is the next morning, and I forgot completely to show you me cooking my Brussels sprouts. The recipe's down below, and it was a huge hit. The one thing I did wait to do was at the very end when we reheated it, I added in the pecans at that time. Definitely recommend that. And then I was also working on prepping my turkey and starting the stuffing. We did put some in the bird and some in the oven, so I just sauteed celery, onion, and sage and poultry seasoning, salt and pepper, and mixed it in with our cubes. I'm just rinsing the brine off of my turkey, and I just threw it on top of some carrots, celery, and onion I had. And yeah, honestly, I think my turkey turned out really good. I didn't overcook it. I was paranoid to undercook it, but I think that the brine, we really enjoy the stuffing, and then I added lots of butter and salt and pepper onto the skin and underneath the skin as well. I think it turned out perfectly. It definitely helped to have my thermometer because I definitely took it out right at the perfect temperature and didn't let myself overcook it, even though sometimes I am a little paranoid and like to do that. So my leftover stuffing, I poured 2 more cups of chicken broth over because it won't get as moist as the stuff in the bird. And then I put them into these containers. I didn't have one that was big enough. They're being used. And then I did sprinkle a tiny bit more poultry seasoning up on top. Once again, I think the stuff in the bird gets plenty of flavoring, but this, yeah, I love poultry seasoning. So, yep, gonna wrap these up, and then I'm done with that. Just gotta make up the brie and clean up the kitchen again, as always. All right, so I'm working on my brie en croûte appetizer. It will go in the air fryer a little later, but I'm preparing it now. So right now I'm just crushing up some pecans. I'm not worrying on getting them too small or cutting them up, really. I'm just doing it with my hands a little bit. And then I will mix in some cranberries and honey, stir that together, and that will go on the puff pastry, and then on top of that you put the brie. It really is easy, and you just kind of wrap it up. Since I got a bigger piece of brie, I used 2 pieces of puff pastry instead of 1. I will say I really liked how this turned out. That being said, maybe because I used a bigger brie, I needed to adjust the air fryer a bit. The puff pastry was definitely cooked and browned on top, but I felt like the cheese could have been more melted. For myself, obviously, since I'm pregnant, I heated it up very well in the microwave to make sure it was fully cooked, which it definitely was, but everyone else seemed to really enjoy it. I just think I could have maybe made it a little more melty and heated on the inside than it turned out. But other than that, really, really good. My mom was obsessed. So once again, I recommend this one, and check it out below. look a little better? Just a little. Yeah, we are ready to go. I have one of the few, I already got something wet on it, a few shirts that fit me pregnant and maternity leggings on because the maternity jeans I have drive me nuts. Did my hair though, a little bit of makeup. I'm gonna be wearing a mask pretty much the whole time, just as a precaution anyways, but not bad. We're ready. And I got pretty much all the food ready. I don't have to cook again until about 1. I just want to, yeah, I think we're pretty much ready. My parents will be here closer to 12 though, because they have a long drive. So we were like, just get here early. It doesn't matter. So, hey, getting your hair done? So 2 hours before we ate, I did throw in our green bean casserole. It's really just the same recipe you see on the French's fried onion packaging, except we doubled the amount of fried onions because that's what we prefer. You cook it for 2 hours and then you add the fried onions that you're going to put on top for the last like 10-15 minutes. I think it turns out really well in the crock pot, and I definitely recommend if you're trying to save oven space. So we put out all of our appetizers, our pickles and olives, and our brie, and I think it looks really cute with my kid's table runner. So I'll just let you guys see the rest of the food, and I hope you guys enjoy. I had a great time, and I think it looked really pretty.
Mom's gonna have a thing here. You want to take a picture of Daddy? Take a picture of Daddy's plate.
You want me to get you something? Wait, do I have all the vegetables in it so it doesn't...
No, turn around.
Green bean. Look, turn around behind you. That's the...
I know. This is the normal amount of stuff, guys.
You missed the potatoes, too.
Well, mine's big too.
Do you have stuff?
Mine's big too. All right, guys, so that was Thanksgiving. I hope that the clips made some sort of sense and it all makes sense because it was hard filming on the day of. But anyways, it went really well. I hope that everyone is healthy and safe and you guys celebrated your Thanksgiving in whatever way you could. I know a lot of it ours felt much more simple, but it was nice just spending some quality time instead of a big crazy gathering. But yeah, so that was a fun first Thanksgiving. I was exhausted afterwards, like exhausted for days. And yeah, I'm finally ready for Christmas, as you can see. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good day, enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you soon.